What's up guys, Coach Leo here, and I've got 5 tips to make your deadlift better. Tip number 1, keep the bar as close to your shins as possible. A lot of mistakes people do is that when they grab the bar, that bar is too far out in front, and then that leads to back injury. Make sure the bar is close to you, and as you rise up, that bar stays close to your shin and extends, and you extend through your hip. Tip 2, try different grips. Sometimes 2 hands over doesn't always work. Try an alternating grip, either left hand over, right hand under, or the other way around, where you have your right hand over and your left hand under. You can also do what's called a hook grip, where you have your thumb laced over the top of the bar as you curl your fingers on top. That's a different grip, but I wouldn't recommend it if you've never done that grip before, or if you're just starting out with the deadlift. I'd stick to over, under, and over the top. Those are your best grips to start with. Until you start going heavier, then I'd recommend some straps. Which leads us to tip number 3. Use straps when going heavy. If you're doing anything with reps of 8 or lower with a heavier weight, I'd recommend that you use straps. A lot of times people will say, don't use straps because you need to work on your grip. I agree to a certain extent. You want to use the straps only when you are trying to challenge yourself and challenge your legs. The deadlift is supposed to be an exercise for your core, your legs, and everything underneath, not your hands. If I'm trying to strengthen my hand grip, I'll do curls or I'll do more wrist extensions or stuff like that. If I'm trying to work on my legs, I'll use the straps so that way I focus towards my legs. So like I said, use wrist straps for when doing reps of 8 or less at a heavier weight. Tip number 4 is a shoe. Use weightlifting shoes. This type of shoe. Now, it doesn't have to be exactly this shoe. It can be any shoe that has a flat, hard surface that doesn't give. Why do you want to use those? That way, any force that you apply into the floor isn't lost with the cushion that a lot of shoes that we wear nowadays. When you go running and you have a big padding under your heel, imagine all that energy being dispersed through that pad and then finally reaching the floor. You lose so much force that you could be pushing into the floor, keeping you from being able to lift heavier and heavier weight. So, like I said, try using a flatter, harder heel so that way when you apply force into the ground, you don't lose any of that force or energy that you would when wearing a regular shoe. And think of it this way, you're only getting about 80% to 70% of what you actually can push into the ground, because that 30 to 20% is being lost with all that padding that's being taking away that force. All right, tip number 5, my last and most favorite tip for me to suggest to you for deadlifts is use a trap bar. What is a trap bar? A trap bar is one of these. Now, the reason for using the trap bar is that force that you use in trying to set yourself up with the bar in front of you, in front of your shins, you no longer have to worry about your back being injured. Now, don't get me wrong, you still can injure your back using a trap bar. You're still doing deadlifts. You're still engaging your core. You're still working your legs. The difference is now the angle, the center of mass is directly underneath your hips as opposed to in front of your shins when you lift a regular normal deadlift. Now, I love using the trap bar because then it takes that focus away. I can really focus on pushing through the floor and get the most out of my legs. Get my legs stronger. If I'm trying to be more explosive, trying to get stronger, trying to be able to jump further, be able to run faster. That is why I love the trap bar, because it allows us to focus on our legs and not so much focus on technique of the bar being too far in front. We eliminate that aspect of having the trap bar be right at our sides. So if you have the option to use a trap bar, I'd recommend that you use that as opposed to the regular deadlift. Not that there's anything wrong with the deadlift. You could still do the deadlift and get really strong off the deadlift. And I'd highly recommend it to a lot of people to use it appropriately, that they can do it. Now, using the trap bar takes a lot of the technique that you need to learn in keeping the bar in front of you and close to you out of the picture. So that way you focus on solely getting stronger. And that's what we're all about. Trying to get stronger, trying to get faster, trying to get better. And that's what we want to do. All right, guys. So if you like this video and you want more videos like this, please make sure you like this video and subscribe if you're new to the channel, and make sure you hit the notification button so that way you know when we're posting more videos. All right, guys. I'll catch you guys next time.